Hey, it's Ian from Las Vegas Scooters and Lifts again, and today we have another GoGo Elite Traveler in for repair. This came in on Saturday, late Saturday. A lady bought this about a year ago, and she's complaining of battery life, and it seems to slow down, and basically she's blaming the scooter. The scooter's at fault, and yeah, it's got like a surging problem. So just looking over the scooter, there's the seat. This is a year old. Here's the top console. So, see, that's all nicely loose. The tyres. You can see that. I'm going to be chunk out the tyres. Missing a panel there. Big scrapes down the side. I've taken the battery box off. Now they came in for batteries. I think it was maybe March, maybe a bit later. But yeah, they've had new batteries in from us. So because the warranty on these batteries on new scooters is only 6 months, so they replace the batteries. She says she only goes like a block down to the store, and obviously she's got bus straps on it, RTC bus straps. That's the Regional Transport Commission, or whatever they call themselves. It's basically a free bus, and they put these bus straps on them. So she obviously uses the bus and the ramps and things like that. So yeah, so batteries were pretty low when I load tested them Saturday. She gave me a charger, put the charger on the battery pack. I did load test the batteries, and they just showed weak or low, that they hadn't been charged. Put them on charge, left them on charge over the weekend just to make sure they were fully charged. We don't come in Sundays, so unfortunately had to go over the 14-hour mark, but yeah, they're fully charged. First of all, when she said she was having bad range problems, there was 3 lights gone on the meter. Don't know if you can see that. It's actually just dimming down. They don't show up very well on these cameras, but yeah, that's working fine. If I turn it off, turn it back on again, scrolls up, so we know that's working. I haven't taken it for a test drive because there was no need. But this is a classic case of if you treat your scooter badly, it'll treat you badly. If you don't look after it, it won't look after you. These things, they're not fragile by any means, but they're not to be treated after a year like that, by throwing it around, throwing it in the trunk of your car. So you can see there's marks and things, and especially with this, if you don't keep up with maintenance, it'll start letting you down. So I took it for a little spin around our showroom, and so did Jenny, and it won't go above a crawl, and then it'll suddenly pick up if you waggle the throttle. So if you this is damaged basically. End of the day, they've damaged this by transport and misuse. This won't be a warranty call. You can't claim that the manufacturer's defects are due to just riding the scooter normal when it's in that condition. You will not get your warranty covered by that. So I'm going to put a throttle in it just to test it, make sure it does operate correctly, and then probably take it for a test drive just to make sure 100% that the batteries are good and working. and that'll also give me a check on the top console power indicator. If that is faulty, and that is the range problem, but I don't think it's what she brought it in for, is the range. I think they brought it in because it just won't go quick. It just won't go above a crawl, and that's due to the throttle. Simple as that. They're trying to blame the scooter or the manufacturer. If you rely on these scooters, treat them with respect, and treat them as it's your legs. Basically, you wouldn't throw your legs around and expect not to get bruises. So that's what's happening with this. It's getting bruised to the point now it doesn't work. So let me take this apart, put a new throttle in, and then see what happens after that. Okay, so I've taken the top console down, and this bottom piece is just missing its screws, are falling out, held on there. They're just missing completely. So yeah, this is just loose. Does make it easier if you want to take the throttle out. You just remove those screws from there, and they hold that on there. It makes it easier if you do undo those to get the throttle out, but you can do it with that in place anyway, and they're just held on by 2 screws under there. And then if you want to take just the top console out, then you just undo 4 screws. They're just held in there. Well, that's your throttle. Yep, 2 screws that hold the throttle handle in place, and then 2 screws that hold the throttle in place to the top console. One there, one there. So yeah, and then you just undo this this wire connector here, the yellow, white, and blue, and that's your throttle. You just unplug that, and you can plug in a new throttle from there. It is a bit awkward with it all undone like this. It keeps moving around on you, but like I say, I usually just leave that bottom console in situ and just remove the throttle, and then unplug the wire. But yeah, let's put that back up there. And just undo those. You can see it's actually up and down movement on the throttle. It's hard to see. Camera doesn't pick it up very well, but it does actually move up and down. So they've damaged the throttle. So I do have oh, there's Jenny. I do have a new throttle here, so I'm going to replace that. You've got to make sure it's the right connector for the scooter, for your year of scooter. That's why the serial number helps. As you can see, this is the throttle end. It's got 3 pins, so it's a male end, and this is a female end, so this one's no good. This is the one I need. This is the correct connection. I've got some other spare parts here for people who want to do it yourself. And you can come in, buy a part and replace it yourself and save labour. Make sure you buy the right part. I've got all different parts, but this is the one I need. This is the new throttle. Go in the scooter just to test it, and then just see if it is the throttle part. I'm pretty sure it is. So but yeah, this is the correct one. It's got the correct connector on it. Yeah, some of the older throttles, they had a capacitor, not a capacitor, a resistor. They had a resistor on that white wire on the older scooters, so that wouldn't fit this age of scooter. So you've got to get the right throttle for your manufactured age of scooter and model, because they're all different. So, right, I'll get this changed out and see if it works. And put it all back together and put those screws in for them and put it back in and see if it'll work. Alright, stay tuned. Okay, so I've taken the scooter out for a drive and put the top console back together, as you've seen. So yes, it was throttle. They damaged the throttle. It wasn't manufacturer's defect because it was actually been damaged. So they're going to get billed for that. Unfortunately, it's not under warranty for that kind of damage. You've seen some of my ones I recondition, which is basically a service as well. So, but if I do recondition them like this one, I put new wheels and tyres on, and they're expensive even for us as a dealer. Put new wheels and tyres on, and this one looks in better condition. It's you know, it's not perfect, but it's probably about eight years old, this scooter. It's been looked after. It's got some wear and tear on it, don't get me wrong, but you know, panels look okay. Battery pack's got new batteries in it, new wheels and tyres again. There's like $200 plus worth of tyres on that. So, and most people, because they know they don't get flat tyres anymore, they just leave them with chunks hang on the back of them, you know. Oh, you can tell she's caught that on the back of something and popped it off. But I'm not going to take it any further than just around the car park, which I've already done, just to make sure that that battery gauge doesn't go down. Typically they go down pretty quick. The ones I've seen that have been faulty, they'll go down one light after about 5-10 minutes of driving around. I did go out for like 5 minutes and Jenny finds that funny, but yeah, so it's customer error. Batteries, there's nothing wrong with them, they're out of warranty anyway, but yeah, when I load tested them Saturday, like I said, they were just low from not being charged correctly, so I left them on charge over the weekend, like I said. And the lights aren't going down, so I'm not gonna do any more work to this because that's not under warranty. The batteries aren't under warranty. If they are bad, then they've got to replace them. Simple as that. So eventually, I mean, the creaking wheels could be even the transaxle creaking at the back, but I'm expecting that just to be wheels. But whether they want to change that, they'll probably run it down to the nub of the tyres, like they did on the last one. So yeah. Anyway, just I've replaced that part. Jenny's going to give them a call, give them the good news, put the battery back together, put the top on, and then it's ready to go, and give them the charger back as well. There's nothing wrong with that. So he said to me, I asked him, because I ask a bunch of questions just so I can narrow down what the faults are on these scooters, just to make sure the customers are actually doing what they're supposed to do, like we've told them when they buy these things, you know, don't charge it more than 14 hours, don't leave it in the garage, blah, 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 blah. You've heard it all before. So I do ask these questions, what's your charging regime? And the lady said, oh yeah, for a couple of hours, we'd put it on charge for a couple of hours. I'm like, well, that's not what he's supposed to do. And then he chimed in after that, knowing that I questioned it, and said, oh no, we do it for until the light turns green. Well, I've just checked your charger, your light doesn't turn green, it doesn't work, it's actually gone off. So when your light goes off in your case, so it turns red but it doesn't turn green, your light is broken on your charger. So I'm thinking you may be telling them what we call pork pies, if you know Cockney rhyming slang. So, but anyway, that's another one done. Quick, easy fix, just a throttle. So there's your Traveller, Go Elite Traveller. This is the third version. So it's the one with the delta tiller, so you can rest your palms on there and operate with your fingers rather than your thumb, but you can still do your thumb. But yeah, it's better design, still kept the same top console. This is still the same, but this throttle handle's different. But yeah, 1 year old scooter. Ooh boy. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this quick little video. I'm trying to make them quick. Jenny complains that I go on too much, but anyway, yep, that's that done. And yeah, hope you've liked this video. Like, share, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. It helps us out immensely. So we're just doing this for a bit of information and a bit of fun for us. So yeah, so till next time, bye now.